I try cases all over the country. Huge cases. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 figures. You know, we call them telephone numbers, okay? Like 954-623-1818, because that's how much money's involved, okay? And so we call them telephone number cases. So if you really want to sound cool, you say, oh, he's got a telephone number case. Okay? There's only like a small group of like 20 lawyers that know that in the country. They use that phrase, and that phrase is like, oh my God, you must have like $1 billion case. Yeah, it's a telephone number case. 963-218-44. So what I want you to do is understand that I go into these trials, and for many years I was the head, the number one guy at the largest insurance company in the world. Billions and billions of dollars. Ran the whole country. And they would have me go in and try cases, go in and handle a case that's been going on for 2 or 3 years. It's like 3 weeks or 3 months before trial, and they need somebody to come in and help them. And I'm going in against a guy who's like Smith, Jones, and Jones. He's Smith. And there's like 89 lawyers and 475,000 people underneath him. And I never went into a trial ever worried, ever. Most of my cases, I would start with a loser case. Why? Because my mentality was, I know what they're thinking. I know what the mentality is. I'm going to be listening, and when I'm listening, they're going to tell me a story. You want to tell what anybody has in their mind? Just ask them a few open-ended questions and keep asking them. Well, guys who don't really communicate all that well oftenly, okay? When you're a girl and you're dealing with a guy, you need to drill down and say, why won't you explain it to me? Listen, I'm just trying to make our relationship better. You need to communicate with me. I tell you, every guy I know would like to communicate. Maybe he doesn't want to admit it, but he'd like to communicate. Everybody wants to communicate, even if they don't admit it. Because communication is a much better tool than silence. You ever hang out with somebody and you're not speaking? I'm not talking about the times you're using your phone. I'm talking about not speaking. That's like that uncomfortable, yucky, garbage, garbage feeling. Okay? So, you don't want that. So, how do you arrange that? I can't function in my world if I don't communicate. If somebody does something wrong, if I have something, those guys will tell you, if I don't like something, I'll say, listen, I didn't like the way, don't get upset with me, but I didn't like the way you did that. I wanted you to film that a different way. I wanted you to do that a different way. And they know I'm not trying to be mean. They'll either come back and say, you're absolutely right, you know what, we probably should have done different, or let me tell you what I was thinking about, and tell me whether you think that was a good approach. Oh, now that you say that, you know what, you're right. Or, you know what, I still believe that way. Okay, if you believe that way, we'll make the correction and we'll help you. I'm not out to hurt them. You're not out to put somebody down. But these fundamental tools are life tools. And I will tell you, those people who think my parents, my teachers, my friends won't change, garbage. Absolute garbage. Everybody changes if they want to. Everybody does things based on motivation. Motivated by money, motivated by love, motivated by greed, motivated by selfishness, motivated by. What you have to do is find the flavor of carrot. So if you understand that fundamentally, your parents want to be good parents, for example. You understand they want to do the right thing. If they do something wrong, you got to figure out a way to let them admit they're wrong without you telling them they're wrong. You tell them they're wrong, not good. They admit they're wrong, good. So you create that kind of communication that's really important. How does that translate in your life? How does that help you with the things you're doing in your life? Well, you can imagine if the quality of your relationships are better, if you're not tolerating people who are negative, if you're not tolerating people who aren't going to be supportive, or if they're critical, they're not going to be constructive in their critical thinking, you're not going to have, a really good time.